Hey guys, it's Big Nick here, and I'm here to give you my Backlash 2018 predictions. Now, Backlash is this Sunday, which is only, I'd say, about maybe 4 days away. This is Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, 3 days, my bad. I counted today, so excluding today, it's 3 days, but in counting today, it's 4. So, yeah. So here we go. First off, my overall thoughts. I think the pay-per-views should be good, but I have a doubt about it, but I'm just going to start. First off, we have is a tag team match, and that is Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley taking on KO and Sammy. This match, it could be fun, it could be boring, it depends on how it's done. But I see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn winning because I see Bobby Lashley turning heel on Strowman. So that way Lashley and Strowman could have like a very interesting feud going on. So I see Lashley turning on Strowman, letting KO and Sammy win. So yeah. Next up we have is Daniel Bryan versus the Big Ass. Daniel Bryan should win regardless. Big Cass should not be beating the Daniel Bryan regardless of the size. Of course he beat Enzo, but Enzo was pretty much useless. But Daniel Bryan should be winning. If anything, he should win by a DQ if they don't want him to get Big Ass to get pinned. Then we have Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. Now, I don't know what will be the main event. Joe and Reigns could be the main event, or Nakamura and Styles could be the main event. WWE title should main event without the Universal title. Probably why they're doing the co-branded pay-per-views along with the low ticket sales for the single-branded pay-per-views, but also letting every pay-per-view have a title be the main event. Smart, right? So yeah, Reigns and Joe, it should be a fantastic match. The only problem I see, someone pointed out on Twitter, is that someone I follow pointed out on Twitter, and that is Reigns hasn't won a pay-per-view 2 straight. He lost twice in a row to Lesnar. And Joe doesn't need to, if he's going, it looks like he may be feuding with AJ, Joe can't lose. So they have to do like a double count out thing or something. Next, then we have our first championship match of the night as Charlotte challenging Carmella for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Should be alright, a fun match to watch. I see Carmella retaining, probably due to some shenanigans. Then we have the Raw Women's title, and that's Alexa challenging Nia. I see Nia winning. Alexa just loses, flat out loses. Nia to probably get set up with a feud with probably the Riot Squad. That's the only real other heels on the Raw Women's division. Then we have the U.S. title, Randy Orton challenging Jeff Hardy. Should be a fun match, fun back and forth thing. 10 years ago they had a great match at the Rumble for the WWE title. This is for the U.S. title. Orton looks like he might be interested in doing this feud. Literally, I think that was the only time he really faced Jeff Hardy was at the Rumble 10 years ago. So, could be fun there. I see Jeff Hardy retaining. There's no real point putting it on Orton again. You took it off him after barely a month as champion, so. Then we have the Intercontinental Championship. The Miz challenging Seth Rollins. Should be a great match. I understand The Miz has been great the past couple years. His in-ring work is still kind of not the best, but he can really go with some of the best. He can go with the best wrestlers that WWE has. That's one thing he's proven. He can go with them. So I see Rollins retaining. Miz is on SmackDown. So maybe some shenanigans, Finn Balor heel turn, something like that. But either way, Rollins will still retain the title, and that's, yeah, sure. And then the main event, which should be the main event, Nakamura, AJ Styles, WWE Championship. This should be the match where these two go all out and do what they do best, and that is to completely wrestle. It's no DQ, so Nakamura can low blow the shit out of Styles all he wants, and AJ can probably beat the crap out of Nakamura with a chair or something. So should be a fun watch. Then so far the matches have gotten progressively better. WrestleMania was okay. The Greatest Rumble was a bit better, and now this one should be the one that goes over. Now the thing with this one, I want Nakamura to win because if you're going to put the title on, now's the time. But they're teasing a feud with Joe Joe could cost AJ the title, let Nakamura do his thing, and Joe and AJ had that little like mid-card feud for like that main event feud for like who will challenge Nakamura for the title, those two. But if AJ wins, I'm fine because it means he'll end up probably going against Joe. But if Nakamura wins, AJ still goes against Joe, but in a mid-card battle. But not mid-card, but because Nakamura, that way they could put like a Randy Orton to challenge Nakamura for the time being, while Joe and AJ go at it. Or possibly even a triple threat match between the three of them. Or even Nakamura v. Bryan. There's many things they can do. But who knows? It's the SmackDown writers. Last week's episode I know was just average at best, but was still average. So average is better than bad. But yeah. So yeah, that is my predictions for the card. At the moment, it's an 8-match card. I don't know about anything kickoff match announced. Any other matches that's been announced as of right now. The tag team title matches haven't been. There's no tag titles. There's no cruiserweight. It's just the women's, the 2 mid cards, and 1 other main event belts. And that's one of the things with the co-branded pay-per-views that I expected to happen. It happened during the original co-brand pay-per-views from like 07 and on, when not every title was defended, and that's when they started, and that's when you clearly obvious they started taking away the belts. In 2007, they took away the cruiserweight title. 2009, they unified the tag titles. 2010, they unified the women and divas titles. And then a few years ago, they took away the world heavyweight title. They just slowly took away every belt until it was just down to the Intercontinental Tag Team, US, and main event, and the 1 women title. Now with all the multiple titles, since it doesn't look like they're gonna keep the co-branded stuff, so all the titles have to pretty much stay. So let's just see what goes on. I hope Backlash. I have some hope for it. It could be one of the better shows of the year. As of right now, the best shows of WWE's year has been the Rumble and Fastlane. Right? Mania was a disappointment, and the Greatest Rumble was just okay. So yep. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on Monday for my review of the pay-per-view. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys again. Bye.